Now, I'm going to talk about Senator Henderson's questions about the fact that the focus groups are honing in on what a debacle the Prime Minister has created in this country with the cost of living. We have got a rental crisis going on in this country where we have thousands of Australians homeless. We have thousands, if not tens of thousands of Australians homeless and millions struggling to make ends meet. And that has been a result of the Labor Party's reckless immigration policy, where they ramped immigration up to over 500,000 people, over 500,000 people. For what reason, I don't know. The only reason I can figure is that it was a sop to the universities, because half of these immigrants are going to universities. And I think they really need to explain, and today would be a good day to start, as to why they suddenly decided that there was a need to increase immigration to such a high rate. Now, I have heard one reason given that somehow they had to catch up after COVID. I don't know why that's a reason, because throughout COVID the building industry was shut down. So it's not like the infrastructure was still being built. It's not like essential services were still being built. As a matter of fact, we actually had a lot of people working in essential services who were unable to work. So why would you, after the economic catastrophe of COVID, suddenly decide to bring in so many people? Was it Treasury? Was it Treasury's big population agenda that they've been running for years to keep the GDP looking good, the gross domestic product, while ignoring the per capita domestic product? I don't know. But these are the questions that the Labor Party need to answer. And I've got to be honest with you, I think the Australian people are sick and tired of the lack of transparency coming from those on the other side. These people, the Labor Party, those on the other side, are not interested in serving the people. They are only interested in controlling the people. They are a lot of people say, look out for the New World Order. I say, no, we're living in a New World Order. The New World Order is democracy and people power. That's what a liberal democracy is. It's grassroots movement and the people telling the government what to do. You know, our great friends, the American patriots, their forefathers brought that on in the War of Independence, where they overthrew the hereditary rights of the aristocrats. And as we stand here in this chamber today, we need to reflect on that we represent the people. We are here to serve the people, not bring in hundreds of thousands of people and send our people, our Australians, put our Australians out on the street, put our Australians on the brink of bankruptcy because of reckless immigration that drove the interest rates up, that has sent mortgages through the roof, have sent rents through the roof. And what do we get? If they're not wasting time on The Voice and identity politics and trying to divide Australia between black and white, we then get this new ridiculous law where they want to impose emissions on cars that are going to add thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars to our hard-working tradies, the very people who build houses. Now, I know we're not allowed to impute motive in this chamber, so I won't. But it doesn't take a lot to join the dots. High immigration, pull out the builders, destroy the building industry. Let's put all the people out on the street. If I didn't know any better, I would think that these people want to destroy the Australian economy. And by these people, I mean the Australian Labor Party. And so I say to the Australian Labor Party, you need to be more transparent and you need to get your loyalties straight. They are to the Australian people. And you need to release that modelling. The idea that somehow you've got a public interest immunity claim, that somehow that this isn't in the interest of the public and that you don't have to release this modelling, is absurd. It is absurd. And only a Labor Party that wasn't interested in serving the Australian people would actually propose to keep this a secret. Shame on you.
Authorised G. Rennick, LNP Chermside.